Oh, once. I thought it was ready.
Yes.
I said Juan Soto just signed a $765 million contract.
Yep. Are we done ruining intros? Good morning, Skippy.
Was there an intro? Because I didn't hear anything, just so you know.
Oh,
That's why I kept pointing at you like it's on you.
it played in my headphones.
Oh, well. How am I doing? Excellent. It's a great day in the neighborhood.
Tales and ramblings of two men.
Well, now I hear
Their
it.
dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Come for the dancing, stay for the talk.
Oh, boy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning again, Josh. How are you?
I'm couldn't be better. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, it's a great day in the neighborhood.
Thanks for the kisses, Bernie.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to kiss
Must
him
be fun.
first? Aw. You're a good boy. Am I done remaining intros, as you said?
Yes.
Probably not. I probably not. But I apologize in advance
It's okay.
for
I
any
will forgive
intro
you.
I may ruin.
Steve, thanks for all the likes on the TikTok. I'm guessing those are yours. Michaela, if those are yours, I appreciate that as well. So, over 500 hearts flying around on TikTok.
Yes, a lot of hearts.
My guess is the TikTokers will have more hearts than the YouTubers.
Ooh. What if they're dual streaming?
Then you got to get both thumbs working, man. I don't know.
Get those thumbs working.
Yeah, get those thumbs working.
My local.
I've heard that you got to get, if you use the thumbs like that, and then you got to go like that, and then it's one of these. Something I don't know. Something I saw on your TikTok.
Oh boy, he might be spending a smidge more time there.
I don't got anything else to do.
Well, I think we'll talk about that later.
About what later?
About what to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's get into your week. How was your week?
That was fine. I didn't do anything.
Did we catch up on some shows?
No, I didn't have any time to watch TV.
Well, that means you were busy.
I was busy doing not work stuff.
Oh.
Just stuff around the house.
What was the greatest thing you did this week? Other than that.
I snow blowed my driveway 4 times.
Really? You guys have that much snow? Damn.
You know all those winter storm warnings that were on this side of the state?
No, we don't see those.
That's why I said on this side of the state.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had 8 inches the first one, and then probably another 4 the next day or so.
Is it gone now?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no snow.
Yeah, ours is definitely gone. We only have.
I see one little pile.
Yeah,
the kids I built them a ramp for their sledding.
Oh.
In the backyard.
Note to self: if you ever have a broken leg, do not go sledding. Just wanted to let you know.
I'll make sure I tell Hutch.
Just because I did that and my leg was a pole vault. It's quite an interesting sight to see a fat man flying through the air, but
Happens every Christmas.
I was gonna say, and not Santa Claus.
Did that. I got, let's see here. Eventually got the tire fixed on my wife's car after that got in.
Oh, good.
Played musical rental cars all week.
Oh,
My truck's, I was correct. The rear caliper blew on it. So new rear brakes, which we needed anyways. I knew that was going to happen.
yeah.
New brakes, new tires, a rear brake caliper, a free oil change.
Keep on.
And yeah, sure, whatever.
I
A free oil change up to 4 quarts,
correct.
which
Well,
I told him not to do. I got there. He's like, he already had the oil drained by the time I tried to tell him not to do it. Okay. I'm still getting charged for the other 6 quarts of oil. Got it.
Really? He charged you for that? I
Yeah.
understand it was free up to you, but you told him not. Oh, damn. Bastards.
So $2,400, I think was my total out the door. Which I have to actually call them because it says they did the alignment. They realigned the. I'm still pulling to the right, so it's gonna have to go back. But and then let's see what else happened. I replaced. Thanks for the suggestion. I think it was Jason. I'm not sure. Who said to check the resistor for the blower motor?
Yeah.
Saying that might be the problem. On the bright side, they're right next to each other. It was pretty well corroded. I'm not sure if the resistor was bad, but replacing the resistor did not fix the issue. So both parts got replaced. Probably needed to happen anyway, so not a huge deal. But
now you have heat?
Couple $100. I have heat that comes out now.
Oh, okay.
Instead of just heat.
Instead of just radiating somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. If you were going down the highway, though, the forced air coming through the truck would push the heat or air conditioning through the vents.
Oh, that's good.
So you just had to be going like 70, though. So, taking the kids to school doesn't really... There was no defrost option in my vehicle. There's no let it warm up and let the windows defrost in the morning.
You're inside lighting 3 candles.
Yeah. And my truck does not fit in the garage. So, I mean, it could. It could, but no. Yeah.
Probably not.
It'd be tight. I would, if our garage was completely empty and I pulled all the way to the wall with the bumper touching the wall, it just clears the back.
Oh, yeah.
And then our vehicles are both so wide that it's just a standard double. So you have to kind of angle both cars into the garage so you can actually open the doors. Yeah. I tried 5 different ways when we moved into the house with it empty, and there was no good way. So my truck just sits outside.
Sorry to hear that. Oh, I just got an alert. Sweet Rex Smoking Butts posted a video.
Jason says, if the resistor did not fix it, then it was Justin's idea.
I like it.
Yes. Yep. Justin, I know a little about vehicles. I depend on good old boys that take a beer and a little cash. About to order about $1,000 of parts for my truck. Yep. I love off-season maintenance. So, yeah. Still need to probably, I think, 4 new trailer tires and get the maintenance done on those brakes. So, yep. But I think we're over. I think the majority of the tires on the trailer are a year and a half old. So, we were replacing them about every year. So,
it's amazing how they don't last. Like, it's weird.
I mean, if we were just pulling the trailer down the road, just regular miles on the road, I don't think it would be as bad. But think about how often you're parking in those especially with torsion axles, where you're jackknifing it in and those wheels are just dragging across.
Just dragging right across, yeah.
So I think they wear down a little bit quicker because of the nature in which we use our trailer. So versus just a regular hauler of things.
I had one that I had to replace in the very beginning of the year, and then because my trailer brakes were all messed up, so I had to fix those. And now I got 2 or 3 that probably I'm seeing like it still has like, yeah, they need to be replaced. But it's just money. They print it every day. So
Yep, that's yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out here. I was wondering if I could see. I can't see active hearts on like an accumulation of hearts on YouTube. I mean, Steve's been hammering the hearts on the TikTok though.
Steve's a good guy.
1,600. Yeah, he followed us one day while we were in service. We were doing a live, and he was well over 10,000, I think.
Damn. He really hearts you.
He does, and we heart Steve. Yeah,
Well,
so that was pretty much my week. I didn't do a whole lot of much of anything work wise. Did get caught up on the majority of receipts in my spreadsheet for P&L purposes. Need to go back and double check through the bank account, make sure we're all square everywhere. But yeah, I did some invoices, cleaned up some stuff, started working in Square a little bit. Kind of playing, starting to look at delivery service stuff. So whether we use Square's internal delivery, food delivery, or we go through DoorDash or whatever, and then yeah, not much is going to get done in the next couple weeks for me. So it's just that time of year. Yeah, there's a lot to do, and with me not working full time, a lot of the duties of this time of year fall squarely over here. So, which is fine, and I don't mind, but it just it does eat up some time.
So, sure it does.
And then we're catering all week next week, so trying to gather things to get an order in, while also trying to get everything cleaned so we can start moving. Started already moving some stuff out of the trailer. But it's where do I put stuff? So yeah, it also makes it harder this time of year because of the weather being so shitty. It'd be nice just to move everything out behind the trailer on a couple pallets for a week, and but with it being so wet and nasty, like I got to get everything into my garage, and then I got to make room in my garage, and yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to do. So yeah, I am busy and not doing much anything. So I've enjoyed my laziness the last few weeks. I felt fairly motivated over the weekend, so got some shit done. Starting to get back into the swing of working again. Justin says his wastewater tank froze. Found out when I tried to drain it and the valve handle snapped off. I had a couple of valve handles break on me.
Well, great news. Rain is coming.
Yeah, you should be warming up in the next couple of days, I'm guessing. Yeah. You're welcome. We're sending all that over to you. Yeah. So, excuse me.
Oh,
it's a good one.
Huh?
A little breakfast. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was my week. I had some invoices get paid for next week, which gives us a pretty good idea of where we're going to end up for the year. I still have 3 outstanding, I think, invoices. But being able to plug those in is pretty easy. We should hit right about 21%, I think, over last year.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And you had talked about, so that'll put us about 50 grand over last year. And yeah, that helps. But I pulled some other fun numbers, or some interesting numbers.
I mean, however you can get it, the better. So
yeah, I don't know what I did in my little sheet, but I was looking at just because it didn't feel like we did as much other catering this year. Like it was a lot of business lunches and stuff. Like it felt like we were down on weddings this year. It felt like we were down on open houses this year. But we almost doubled the number of catering jobs, invoiced jobs this year over last year.
Oh yeah.
So, well, I didn't feel like it. Clearly, we did more invoice work than we have any other year. So,
Well, I may have not felt like it because of how efficient maybe you become.
yeah, probably. So even with all the extra days that we were catering, we were only down 1.5 transactions a day that we were open. So, um, so yeah, if we look at our Justin, we were right about 78 invoice jobs. I think is what the number was, 78, which is pretty good for us. We were 43, I think, last year.
Yeah, I think I haven't even counted yet.
How do you number your invoices?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Please hold. I'm actually looking at them right now.
Okay.
71.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah, the problem is I labeled one for next year this year. Like it's
You
not
can
due.
change that, you know.
Can I change it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's just try it out since it's here.
Yeah, you just have to, so that's where I run into some issues is like we'll have one for next year.
Problem is it's
So I'll
already
do
paid.
oh, then you probably can't change it.
Nope.
So I'll do 2025-005 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you do the next invoice, it automatically numbers to the next one in sequence.
Yep.
So if you're not paying attention, you got to make sure that you're going back and forth.
So technically 70 if you don't count that one.
Okay. Still a good number. That's a lot. I mean, guaranteed money, man. 70 days of guaranteed money or 78 events of guaranteed.
Yeah,
It's always
and
good.
they all range in dollar amounts too, which is even better. So I think we did a total. I looked at it. It was like a total of do that. View. I got one overdue for today.
So yeah, it's we're as far as our businesses and stuff, we're reaching out to all those guys in the next month. Just touching base, see if we can do anything for them this year. Try to get stuff on the books early. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I haven't really our daily locations. We haven't really roadside stuff. We haven't really reached out to yet. The couple that we have, they're like, yep, we haven't really looked at next year yet. So, probably gonna wait until after the new year and hit it really hard that first week of January. Reaching out to those.
Yeah, we have.
Since most of our roadside stuff isn't doing stuff through the winter. Although I'm seeing weekly schedules for a whole lot of trucks this year.
That are still out.
Yeah. Like full time. So I mean, good for them. Good for them. I'm so like some of the winery in Hudson or Holland that we go to that we really love. Like they're still having trucks out there 3 times a week. So they're one that we did hear from though. So feel pretty good about our relationship there. But yeah, hopefully we don't get bumped for some of these other trucks that are working through the winter, you know, that lock into a permanent rotation spot now. But good for them. I'm happy to have the break. So
see, I don't know. I think it's just people looking for a second or looking for another day, or not another day, but somebody to run over the wintertime because they've had people there the whole time, and it's not about the trucks losing business. It's about like wherever they're going losing business. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry.
No, I completely understand that breweries and wineries and stuff wanting trucks out. It makes sense, but yeah, I mean, good for the trucks that are going and still working. I am grateful for the time we can take off. So yeah, I think we'll be about 410. I think for the year.
All of this year,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that you could get rid of, or not get rid of, you could export your invoice total. So I did that. You can invoice or export into Excel all your invoices.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. I just did it. Well, I've been manually counting because
No, we've talked about this every year
whatever.
because that's the only way I've done it.
So invoice total 86,647 minus
Okay.
minus 3,400 for February would be 83,000 and some change, which is well up from last year. I think last year was around 47,000, so I might have doubled it.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't looked at total amounts yet because it's skewed this year. I'll like next year will be more meaningful because we'll have Aetna both years of the full amount. So yeah, obviously we're up there, but it's nice to see the invoiced amounts, just the invoiced events up. So something we can build from. As of right now, we're up 21.32%. That's net though, 20.99%. So we got another. Oh no, I lied. Sorry. Net is 21.32. But I think we're gonna get another 0.5% out of that because we got another $3,000 in sales coming. So 409,992. How much? What?
That's a lot.
What's a lot?
Total.
Oh, yeah. So our average ticket is up 25%. Obviously, the catering helps. But yeah, 35.35 is our average net sale. Down 3%. Down 3% in transactions. But like I said, it's about 300 transactions, so it equates to about 1.5 a day of our season. Which I'm like, whatever. Like that sounds like such a minor amount at that point.
How many transactions did you do total?
11,600.
7,084. Down.
Not bad for having 2 months off.
Down 10%.
Or a month and a half. How long were you off? A month and a half?
4 weeks.
So a month, yeah. But yeah, so I'm like, well, shit. So it's 300 transactions, give or take. And then you do times 35.
You almost doubled. Well. You almost doubled me in sales.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't say it. Don't say it. We talked about earlier this year.
Say what? I wasn't going to say anything.
You just were smiling as you were looking at me, so I thought.
Well, it always makes me happy that I am.
Oh, you're better than a one-man show. Yay! You have payroll. Yay!
One-man show by choice.
True.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jason. So 410 says that's huge. Congrats. Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Yeah, so why not add a second truck? You can double it. We could be a $800,000 truck.
Could be.
First of all, it doesn't work that way. I think we all know that. Double the trucks does not necessarily mean double the sales.
No. So. But that second truck could pay for itself if you just did festivals with it or something.
Yeah.
Like big events. I've been looking at those a lot lately. Big events, 2-3 day events.
I'm pretty happy. We'll apply for a couple of them. But they're not 3-4 day things. Like we'll go back down to Irish and Ionia this year if we can get in. There's a couple 2-day music festivals in Grand Rapids that are pretty good for food trucks. We'll try to get into those again. But other than that, for us, the small town stuff is, it's a $2,700 day.
Oh, for sure.
Know? And we're paying $150 for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, or I can roll the dice on $1,000 for a 3-day thing, and who knows if anybody's going to show up.
True that.
So we're really going to focus.
Aww.
I think. What?
Sorry, I just got a a Facebook notification that your dad followed me finally.
No, it's about time.
Well, I assume he's Robert L.
Yes.
One
So
bird
yeah,
following another bird.
that's what we'll focus. It's kind of that energy for festivals. Yeah, I don't need big festivals. We've talked about it a lot. It's a whole lot of extra work. A whole lot of extra stress, a whole lot more risk involved. I would rather, and we talked like the whole Brickyard thing. It wasn't Brickyard, Indy 500. Where his net at the end of the day for the 4 days or whatever was what, $6,000.
He just did the one day. He just did the 500.
Okay, but it wasn't $6,000. He didn't clear $6,000.
Yeah, he was 40%. He did 22 or something like that. I thought he said he ended up with like 10.
Okay,
and maybe that's minus, or then he has payroll. I'm not sure.
well, yeah, payroll and food and stuff, like all that other, like, regardless though, it wasn't just the one day that he worked. He had 3 days of prep to get ready for everything. The next day you're off. I mean, that much work for the day. I mean, cool event, and it would be cool to try to do something like that. But I guess right now we're good. So I'd rather have less stress on my staff, less stress on me, and do stuff we can do, events we can manage, and have more interactions, quality interactions with customers to lead to other stuff. So, yep. So yeah, Skippy, how was your week?
Boy.
I've been rambling on for half an hour.
Well, I'm used to that.
Don't fucking say it.
We were supposed to have a guest today. Unfortunately, he had a medical thing with his family, so wish him the best.
Jason, we'll get to your question here in just a minute.
Oh, feel free to ask. Yeah, go ahead. It's all Jason all the time. Go ahead. I'm sure he's going to have some sort of comment.
That's what we were talking about.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So did Skippy beat Josh in sales? I know that's his goal every year.
Well, if you're following along, Jason, we just answered that. So
I might have missed the comment come through, so it could have been a little while.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry. I'll try to do better. All right. Sorry. No guest this week. Best wishes to his family. Hopefully everything's going well. So
yes, best wishes to his family.
Mm-hmm.
We worked yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday. We had a little catering gig for a previous customer, and
nice.
This is 40th, or his wife surprised him with a 40th birthday party at a golf simulator. Actually got to meet the whole family, which is kind of cool. I did their wedding 2 years ago. It was one of the first catering gigs I did with the food truck. That rained, and I had no idea what I was doing, so it was great. Because we were supposed to eat off the truck, and we're like, oh well, let's figure this out. Cafe update. Well, hung all the trophies up, so that's good. Hung shelves up. Thanks to our buddy Chad for helping with shelves. That's very nice. That was very nice of him to come down. I'm getting more optimistic. I don't know why. I hear a lot of talk about it. People are really anxiously awaiting it opening. I had to find somebody that will do the floors, so they're going to do it tomorrow. So that's good. All the equipment's in. So once the floors are done, the equipment can be moved up, and it can be a kitchen. Well, with the exception of plumbing, that still has to be done too. So right now the goal is January 4th would be the soft opening. Ish.
Okay.
Ish. I'm just really.
Do you feel like it keeps moving? It keeps getting later and later.
Well,
and I'm not sure that's the case, but it seems like
it is.
Every time we talk, it's like just a little bit later.
Well, keep in mind it was supposed to open mid-October, so
yeah.
So the thing is, and I actually physically signed the lease agreement the other day. Um, I respect the fact that he's doing a lot of the work himself. Like, I get
Mhm.
that. But I don't think there's anybody there that's been holding him accountable to moving it forward faster, or at least on time, or whatever.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he had to put his dog down the other day, and he's had family in, and like he's just there's
It's this time of year.
yeah. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
it, and I understand it and I get it. So I'm not angry. I'm not mad. It is what it is.
Mhm.
Um, I guess what I'm more frustrated with is it could have been done a long time ago, and we could have been set up for a December opening probably. But what I did was we signed the actual lease agreement to start January 1st, or actually the 2nd since the 1st is a holiday. And I told him if it's not done, I mean, I'm not paying until it's done. And I gave him a checklist of all the items that still need to be done. And he's 100% on board with it. And he's like, I will get this done no matter what. So that's good. I'm happy with that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I think once the floors get done, I mean, that's a big deal. Um, like there's two things that just need to be done. Well, three. The floors, move all the equipment actually upstairs, and
Mhm.
finish the plumbing. Those are three main things. Everything else we can run. I mean, it can. I got to get a trailer to move the smoker over there, but other than that, I mean, it
I mean,
can
yeah,
run.
you could function as you did before,
Yeah,
right?
it can run. So that's where we are right now.
Okay.
And as Darren Worth says, 3 more weeks. He's a guy. I mean, I listen to his podcast every week. I used to think, and he probably can come off like this. I've met him maybe once or twice, but never really had a major conversation with him.
Mhm.
He always reminded me of just an absolute dick, like just somebody who thinks their shit don't stink, and whatever he does is right, turns to gold, whatever. But the more I listen to his podcasts, like he works his ass off, and that's who I want to like. Who I aspire to be is like what he's doing, and I think he said he'll have with just the two Smoky D restaurants, he'll have like 10 million in sales. And we're talking Des Moines, Iowa, which is it's a metropolitan area in Iowa, but it's still Iowa. And he's opened up a new breakfast place that's been off the chain. So
Are both his restaurants in Des Moines?
one's in Ankeny, I believe.
I'm sorry, where?
Yeah, exactly.
Ankeny
Ankeny.
or Act Ankeny?
A N.
I-N?
No, I think it's ANK, like ENAY or ENY or something like that.
Ankeny.
There you go.
Huh.
Which is, I think, where the breakfast joint is too, which is called It's My Jam. But listening to him and him talk about the business is interesting, and that's kind of why we can segue into a topic about people. Like, he's got obviously employees. You have employees. I don't know if Justin has employees or Jason has employees. I'm
I want to quick get back to the 10 million in sales
please,
between
yes,
the two restaurants.
please. Now he does have a bar, so that I'm now
Oh,
understanding that a bar will probably lead to better sales, like having that.
Brian. Oh,
Well, it could be. I mean, I don't know, but
sorry, real quick. Fran said, I noticed a couple of food trucks are working with brick and mortar for the winter season. Yes. Case in point,
correct.
Skippy. So Des Moines proper population is 210,000, with a metro population of 709, which puts it at 81st in the country. For perspective, for those that are in Michigan,
The Jackson is located in Jackson County, where I live, has a population of 30,702.
So
Rawr. Get him. Get him, Taco.
they're both grumbling.
Is Matt here?
No, they're at the slider. Someone probably someone arrived on the road.
I didn't know they howl. Aw, that's the cutest little thing in the world.
No, it's not. Yep.
Baby.
Every once in a while, the inner wolf comes out.
The inner wolf.
So annoying. So 709 for their metro. Grand Rapids Metro is 1.15 million. So, yeah, smaller than Grand Rapids, which I mean, but it's Iowa, and he has a brand there. And I'm gonna guess there's not a ton of competition for really, really good barbecue. You know,
that's the funny part, right? The funny part is everything he does is all reheated. You got an Amazon package?
right back.
Please say your condolences to the doggos. Aw. They're just protecting Dad. Yeah, 10 million in sales, yeah, it's big between two restaurants. And his prices are, I mean, realistically inexpensive compared to a lot of other barbecue places. So we just toss them outside.
Electrocution devices on and outside there. The door's open.
So I was saying that, yeah, you said good barbecue. Everything is reheated. Everything is reheated.
And that doesn't mean it's not good.
No, I understand. I completely understand. Yeah. I think I think without walking through his kitchen, I think the microwave is the best cook in that house, based off what he's said on his podcast, and that's fine. If you can make you can make millions on it, have at it. Like it is what it is.
McDonald's microwaved every sandwich they had for the longest time. A company that's worth billions of dollars,
for sure. And
it all depends on what you want to do to reach your level of what success is in your head.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, and their prices, I guess, for Des Moines are cheap. I mean, cheap. You're talking a dinner platter with 2 meats, 2 sides, and a slice of garlic bread. Let's say if you get brisket, it's like $17. I mean, it's cheap.
How much are you getting? Is that like a quarter pound?
According to this, it's a third pound. Yeah, third pound each. Oh, that's crazy.
Justin says 5 million per is busy. Yeah, it is. Texas
sure.
Roadhouse, the Texas Roadhouse there, he says, does 8 million. His D's did 1.6 and was top 10 in the company. So when I lived in Lansing and worked at McDonald's there as first assistant store manager, where I earned top assistant manager honors in the state of Michigan. Thank you very much.
Still hangs his hat on that.
I do. I think I still have it somewhere. My little plaque.
He was the top ass manager.
I was. Nobody managed ass better than I did.
Yes, you did.
Back in the day. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, we were about $1.5 million, and we were the busiest in Michigan. Yeah, it's and that was, I mean, sure, it's busy, but it's busy during lunch. and breakfast is steady. I think we were busy for an hour and a half a day, really, every day. But yeah, I mean, even doing back in the day, 20 years ago, when that was the case, it was. I mean, you could still get a value meal for less than $4, or just over $4 for a quarter pounder meal or whatever. So, doing $1,000 lunch then, let's see what the equivalent of 1.5 million in today's money. Oh, 1.5 million in, let's say, 2002 in today's money. Let's see where that gets me. So $1 million equals 1.75 today. So you're at a $2.5 to $3 million restaurant in today's money.
Jeez.
So yeah, I mean, it was, yeah. Justin says population is 170K here. Is that proper or is that metro? So yeah, I mean, you have a decent restaurant that you do barbecue in Grand Rapids area?
Is there one?
No. Like that can seat a large amount of people, like more than like 15 seats? No.
There's
I don't think so.
There's not a franchise there that does it?
No. Famous Dave's, we had one. It closed.
I've seen the newest one that's taken over at least the east side is City Barbecue.
But you're not seating. Okay, so we have a City Barbecue. We have a Mission Barbecue.
Oh, I've been
Michigan
to
is probably the biggest one as far as seating goes.
Okay.
They can probably seat a couple hundred.
Gotcha. Yeah, the city I went to.
They're small.
Yeah.
I think they're probably less seating than what's in a McDonald's. You're probably getting 20 tables.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of thing, and they're all just the McDonald's booth style tables where you're sitting two on each side, and yeah, so we have those. I mean, and plenty of that other place, Dickie's, those scattered around. So, but I also said good barbecue. You have a good barbecue restaurant. Like Darren brings one of those to Grand Rapids. Yeah, he's probably going to do $8 million a year. At that,
$24 a pound for brisket.
I hope he doesn't.
Right.
24 a pound for brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
This is catering. 24 a pound for burn ends.
Oh, that's the catering price?
Yeah.
Well, he's still below me.
15 a pound for pork and chicken and sausage.
But I guarantee you, so we're 27 a pound on the truck and closer to 30 something on for catering. 32-ish.
24 a rack.
Sorry, 34.
24 per rack of ribs.
But he's also getting much better pricing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He's not buying a case or 2 cases at a time from Costco. He's getting 20, 30 cases at a time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Straight from distributors, he's not getting from resellers. So he's getting the Costco price. He's not getting the us price.
Yeah. He's not getting the.
Yeah. So
I don't. Speaking of that, I'm looking through and thinking about doing my first Cisco order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, they're certified Angus brisket. Average 75-pound cases is $4.12 to $4.30 a pound. It's not bad.
What was the price per pound?
Basically $4.13 to $4.30. But I think I can get better than that. Their pork is still expensive. It's still $1.72 a pound. St. Louis 2.5 and down are $3.26 a pound. And their cavatappi pasta is, I don't like that cost, but it's like $34 a case for 2 10-pound bags. It's about,
Which is probably
Little
what, yeah.
it's a little bit less than Gordon's, I think.
Yeah. So why don't you like that price?
That's a good question. I don't know why I always said that. Or you can do 6 3-pound bags of the already cooked pasta for $42 a case. But why would I do that?
I don't know. Why would you?
I don't know. I have
So-
no idea. So yeah, so we're gonna. Their delivery schedule is like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday out where we are. Since I signed up last year, I have to have one order within a 365-day period. So we're gonna order probably the week after Christmas for our opening.
All right.
They do have a couple things that I like that I can't really get elsewhere. So we'll work with it. Yeah, we were rolling into hiring people. Justin, Jason, whoever, if you both are out there, Steve too. Do you have employees like are on payroll? I'd like to hear what you think about that.
Oh, Lauren has joined us again. Lauren hasn't. She loves hiring people.
Oh, I would love to talk to Lauren about hiring people. So
It's her favorite thing.
I'm sure it is. Does Lauren still work the truck?
Yes.
She's one of us. Still one of us. It's good.
Yeah, Lauren has 10 employees.
Lauren has 10?
Mhm.
With how many trucks?
2.
Okay, that makes sense now. I thought she had more than that. I do love the name Patty Matters. It's still one of my favorites. Yeah, so if I want to run this restaurant, cafe, and the food truck,
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel I'm going to be spread pretty thin. Now, I can go drop the trailer anywhere I want to and just have I've got 2 people that I pay, cash-ish to take care of everything on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I can afford that, and that's fine. But I can't